Welcome into this special live edition of Seahawks Today on a Monday night as we have breaking news. Your Seattle Seahawks have signed Dre'Mont Jones, their first signing of NFL free agency, to a 3-year, $51.5 million contract with $18 million guaranteed. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us as we react to this huge news of the Seahawks getting this deal done for Dre'Mont Jones. What a signing, folks. How do you do about that? Oh, my God. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, we were just talking earlier in the day about the Seahawks moving on from Shelby Harris and the cut that was made this afternoon. And we were waiting around to see, well, what would the Seahawks do next? How would they fill that position? They had there was a certain point in time today, the Seahawks had about $19 million in effective cap space they could spend. So they had money. Surely they were going to use it right. And boy, did they ever getting Dre'Mont Jones. As you guys file in here, shout out your city where you guys are watching from tonight. Here on this special edition, a primetime edition of Seahawks Today Live. Tyler Jones, Nicholas Roloff. Rolly is here with me, staying late to make sure we do this show this evening. We'll bring Rolly in here in just a second, but want to hear from you guys as we file in and get this show started. Shout out your city. Tell us where you are watching from here on this Monday evening. We are coming at you from the Chat Sports Studios here in downtown Dallas, Texas on this Monday evening. I see Hunters in Memphis. I got Atlanta, Rob in Vegas, Ray in California, Chris in Vancouver, British Columbia. I got Hines checking in Everett, Washington, Baird in Nashville, Jay in Indiana, back home again in Indiana, Michael in Seattle. I see China in the chat. Very interesting city there. Alexandra is in Dalton, Portlandia checking in, Baltimore, Richmond, Virginia, Atlanta, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Atlanta, Seattle, Alaska, Arlington, Washington, Nebraska, Atlanta, Indiana, Marco's in Dallas as well, Africa, Lake Stevens, Portland, Washington, Louisville, Connecticut, just to name a few as we get started here on this Monday evening. Also want you guys to subscribe to the channel as well. Already have 200 people filed in and watching with us. If you're not already subscribed, you need to be. For the latest happenings in your Seattle Seahawks, we got you covered like no one else does here. Look, we already worked late tonight. I was on my way home. I was just about to turn to my street to go home, and I said, nah, we got to turn around. We're going back. We got a live show to do, baby. We got to react to this news. We're built different around here. The haters and the losers, they're sitting at home right now. They're not working like we are. Subscribe, sub links in the chat. If you want more Seattle Seahawks coverage, if you're going to have a great time tonight with us, hit that sub button and turn on notifications.
Wait, I hate to come in and steal a little bit of thunder here.
Rolly, welcome in.
I'm going to pop myself on screen here. Blazing Diamonds X says he's from Rochester. What I need to know from you is what Rochester are you talking about? Are you talking about Rochester, Minnesota, or are you talking Rochester, New York? That's must-know information for me, because if it's Rochester, New York, that's where I'm from, and I just think that's hilarious.
Let's see. Let us know. Rochester, New York, or Rochester, Minnesota? How often do those two get mixed up?
Honestly, not as much as you think. Like, if I say Rochester and they know even what a Rochester is, they do assume New York. But I've got to know. Rochester, Washington, that's a place? I didn't know there was a Rochester in Washington.
Oh, plot twist.
Now I'm lost. Well, Blazing Diamonds hasn't even responded. Nicholas Newton said Rochester, Washington. Seahawks Dub said New York. I need to know the source.
We need to know. We need to know.
Blazing Diamonds X, where'd you go? I need you.
We got a wild show tonight on tap. Come on in and stay a while, folks. Let's put it that way. We're really just getting this thing started. We were scheduled to go live in about 30 minutes, but we didn't want to wait any longer. There it is, Rochester, New York.
This isn't the same guy, though. Dominic isn't the same guy.
Oh, so we have Rochester, New York in the house, but not the same guy.
Are you
we
trolling?
might have two Rochester, New York.
That's not possible.
Is that possible?
Nah, Rochester, New York, are you actually from Rochester, New York? You can't be trolling me this late.
We need to know. Rolly barely has a voice left. He's been working his ass off.
I'm not going to lie. My voice is definitely shot. I'm going to try to talk as little as possible.
That's okay.
Let Tyler do all the talking. You're tuned in to see anyway.
Well, no. People love Rolly. Give a hand for Rolly. KK Taylor says, hey, Tyler. Hey, Rolly. See, people want to see Rolly. All right. Let's get your Super Chat menu for the evening. Because when we drink, the Seahawks sign. Is that how that works? I think that's how it works. We were drinking earlier today, and they signed somebody. So let's drink some more, and maybe they'll sign some more players. I think that's how that works. Anyways, here's the Super Chat menu. I want to party tonight. Let's party and have a good time. Every $5, we'll sing the DK song. I think it's up to me to sing the DK song tonight because Rolly doesn't have much singing left.
My voice is shot. If I try to add singing into it, I'm really screwed. Dominic really is from Rochester because he said 585 in the building.
Let's
go, Dominic.
Let's go.
Dominic, I got to know, where in Rochester are you from? Where are you representing in the 585?
Let us know. $5 will sing the DK song. $7 shots for Geno Smith. We're still celebrating Geno and his contract. And the more I learn about it, the more team-friendly it looks for the Seattle Seahawks of Geno Smith's new deal. $10, we'll do a little beer cheers. I have my Coors Light in hand. Chester G says, I knew you were drinking. Hey, we're always drinking around here. Cheers, everybody. $25 will chug a beer. And for every $300 that comes in collectively, we will chug a boot. On a night like tonight, when we have a signing like this, we got to do a boot this evening. Have to. Every $100 gets you a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. Who wants to make a statement tonight and get on the boot? And we can induct Dre'Mont Jones in with you. Who wants to get on the boot with Dre'Mont Jones? I'll write your name and Dre'Mont Jones' name. $100 gets you a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame tonight. Let's see. I do have Rochester, New York in the house.
Oh, we're getting some supers. Now, listen, Dominic said he's from the west side. You need to tell me exactly where from the west side because I'm from the west side of Rochester. There's also someone else coming in from Rochester, New York, Fubar. I don't know if I could believe you. I think you're trolling me because there's just no way that there's, including me, 3 people from Rochester, New York in a Seattle Seahawks stream. Listen, I could be proven wrong, but I just don't believe it.
Now, we do have a regular here. One of our buddies is from Syracuse, checks in from time to time.
That's dope.
So we do have an upstate New York presence with Seahawks Today by history. Let's catch up on some Super Chats here. Elijah with a $1 Super Chat. Elijah, thank you for sending that in. He followed that up with a $5 Super Chat. What's your view on the Jalen Ramsey trade? Glad he's out of the, I think that means division. Thank goodness Jalen Ramsey's gone. The Rams are, without a doubt, on the rebuild mode. They're on the downward spiral. And I think now, Rolly, there is a significant gap between the top tier, Niners and Seahawks, and the bottom tier, Rams and Cardinals. The only team you're really competing against now is San Francisco.
Oh, I completely agree. The Seahawks and Niners, they fought for the NFC West this past season. They'll be doing it again. The Cardinals and Rams are going to have another down season, I think. So are the Hawks going to be able to take the division from the Niners, or is it going to be in the wild card again, potentially?
Christopher lives near the McDonald's in Rochester.
They're trolling me. Let's move on.
Let's keep it going. $20 Super Chat from Pablo. Pablo writes in, what happened to Seahawks? What happened? They signed Dre'Mont Jones is what happened. Look, you can't go wrong when you add a Jones, okay? I mean, that's a proven fact. I mean, you look at the great Joneses of time, from Mac Jones to Dre'Mont Jones. I mean, and there was a guy named Tyler Jones and so forth. I mean, you can never go wrong with a Jones. That's what happened. They put their faith in Jones, and it is about to pay off for them. That's what happened for your Seattle Seahawks. $20 super chat, and that means I got to do 2 beer cheers. So my first one is to the 12s in Pablo. Let's enjoy ourselves. Have a good night tonight. And then my second cheers will be to Dre'Mont Jones. Welcome to Seattle. Welcome to the Seahawks. And I owe the DK song for the previous $5 super chat that came in. So without further ado, chomping, Carol's chomping, Gino passes, no one stopping, DK, touchdowns all day. He rules. There you go. If you love your Seattle Seahawks, hit that like button. Show some love for your Seattle Seahawks. I got 325 people watching right now. We can do more than that. Let's keep it going, Seahawk fans. Spam that like button. Our poll question right now, are you happy about the Seahawks signing Dre'Mont Jones? 75% of you say yes. 25% of you say hell yes. Why is that not hell yes? It should be the reverse order. It should be 75% hell yes and 25% yes. But I digress. Oh!
Boom!
Let's go. Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez in the building.
Mark Sanchez with a $50 super chat. Fucking happy. I think that's FCC appropriate there. The Hawks made a splash today. Sick of us waiting at the last minute in bargain hunting. Go Hawks. I agree, Mark Sanchez. Everybody spam Mark in the chat. Mark. The one and only Mark Sanchez coming through a $50 super chat. I agree. This is refreshing, and I owe 2 beer chugs for that. As I do these beer chugs, Rolly, let me say this. Traditionally speaking, the Seahawks have been a second week in free agency type team. They've always tried to bargain buy of some sorts. But then you entered the day with $10 million to spend. You move on from Shelby Harris. You get that number to 19. 19 and a half, 20, whatever it may be. And they move just enough to make a move like this. Yeah, it's refreshing. And you filled a need, got a young player. He doesn't have major injury concerns. He's been consistent over the last 3 years. This was a home run for the Seattle Seahawks. And Mark is 50 away from Dot's boot. Michael, so first, beer chug to Mark Sanchez. And then another beer chug to Dre'Mont Jones. So Mark is halfway to the boot and being inducted alongside Dre'Mont Jones. Michael, $10 super chat, says, you said when we drink the Seahawks score. You never said what type of score. Wink, wink. Could be a touchdown. Could be a score in free agency. Could be another type of score. Drink up, buddy. Also,
Come
thanks
on,
for bringing
TJ.
us the news, Godfather Jones.
Get your heart out of the gutter.
Hey, Michael, cheers to you. When we drink, the Seahawks score, we score. Let's all score some tonight, folks. Cheers.
He's lost his damn mind.
Oh, I just don't care at this point. I'm just enjoying myself tonight. All right, I'll show the super chat menu, and then we got to get to the cut. We need to get that done right away. So, by the way, 285 votes to that poll question. Why am I not seeing more hell yeses? This should be hell yes, not yes. Come on now, everybody. Goodness. Super chat menu tonight. $300, we take down a boot. We're already at 86. We're making good progress. We can get there to a boot tonight. Let's do a boot for Dre'Mont Jones tonight. $25, little beer chug. $10, we'll do a beer cheers. $7, we'll take a shot for Gino. $5, we'll sing the DK song. So that is what is on tap this evening. Rolly, let's go ahead and knock the cut out, and then let's party and have a good time tonight. Is that we all squared away? We good to go? Okay. All right. Here we go. Instant reaction. Seahawks Today live. Dre'Mont Jones is now a member of the Seattle Seahawks. We're going to show you his statistics. We'll go over the contract details. I also want to compare his deal to Javon Hargrave, who signed with the rival San Francisco 49ers earlier today. All of that and more coming up next right here on Seahawks Today Live. Thanks for joining us. Breaking news here on Seahawks Today. Seattle makes a major signing as they bring in Dre'Mont Jones on a 3-year, $51.53 million contract with $18 million guaranteed. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us here on this Monday night as we react to this breaking Seattle Seahawks news. I love this move for your Seattle Seahawks, folks. Look, we were with you quite a bit today. And as we went through the day, the Seahawks began with about $10 million in effective cap space. Not the actual number, but the effective cap number. Then when they let go of Shelby Harris, that number rose to around $19 million. So all of a sudden, the Seahawks had enough money to make a significant move. Would they actually make a significant move or not? We were all kind of waiting to see if they would, because traditionally speaking, the Seahawks tend to not spend a whole lot, especially early in free agency. But then the Seahawks, sure enough, pulled the trigger and signed Dre'Mont Jones tonight to this deal. 3 years, $51.53 million, and $18 million guaranteed. Now I got to tell you, I love this for the Seattle Seahawks. This fills a need. It makes a lot of sense for the Seattle Seahawks team. You get a young player who, let me put it this way, Dre'Mont Jones has been very consistent. He hasn't had any major injury issues. He has been very productive, and he's still really young. All of those things add up so well for this Seattle Seahawks team. I don't know how you can't love that for the Seattle Seahawks in this circumstance. And you think about what Seattle went through this past year. They had a lot of struggles with their defensive line in their front seven. In particular, with stopping the run. Now you've made a significant upgrade for this Seattle Seahawks team. You got a whole lot better. You got younger at the same time, and you didn't affect your draft circumstances. It wasn't a trade where you had to give up stuff here. The breakdown on Dre'Mont Jones. 2019, he was a third-round pick by the Broncos out of the Ohio State. In the last 3 seasons, just incredible. 6.5 sacks, 10 QB hits, 7 TFLs in the last 3 seasons. It's all been really good. And the stats last year were outstanding with a forced fumble, 6.5 sacks, 47 tackles in 13 games played. Dre'Mont Jones is that dude, to put it simply. I mean, he just is that dude. So let's get your reaction to this first. Give me one word to describe the Seahawks making this move for Dre'Mont Jones. My one word is wow. Okay, like the ShamWow guy or something here. Wow, okay? I mean, they actually did this. This is incredible. This is our pinned comment today. Let me know. Give me your one-word reaction to the Seahawks making this move for Dre'Mont Jones. Let me know. Folks, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Look, I was on the way home, okay? We already had a long day. I was in the office for like 13 hours on Monday. I was just about to turn into my apartment and call it a night, get comfortable, and just relax. And then this news breaks. You know what I did? I turned right back around, and I went right to the office so we could go live and react to this news and join the 12s and get their thoughts on this. Look, we're just built different around here. We love you guys. You guys are the absolute best. You deserve the best Seattle Seahawks content, and so that's why we bring this to you. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. If the Seahawks make any more moves, we're going to stop whatever we're doing, and we're going to bring it to the 12. Subscribe now for free. It does not cost you a thing. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. So let's tell you more about Dre'Mont Jones and the player the Seattle Seahawks are getting here. Here is the production for the last several seasons of what Jones has been able to put together on the table here. And you can see just the consistency. That's of the things you love here. It's the consistency, it's the youth, those things for Dre'Mont Jones here. It all makes sense, right? That's what you love to see, and the numbers reflect that of what we've seen from Dre'Mont Jones in a Denver team that's had their fair share of problems. Now you get to play with Pete Carroll, and Clint Hurt and company and some of these other weapons here, watch out. Dre'Mont Jones, I would argue, hasn't even entered his prime yet and could take still another significant step up. And here's the deal. When it's all said and done, of why I love this signing and why you should love this signing is, first and foremost, this is exactly what the Seattle Seahawks needed. Okay? I mean, think about this. You might not be a big fan of signing free agents. And I understand if you're not. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's not like the Seahawks just threw the bag at some old hag here or something here. I mean, they threw the bag at a young, talented player that hasn't hit his prime and fill the need here. To me, that's what you want to hear. You look at the depth chart. He slides in. He'll be your starting defensive end. And now you got to figure out what you're going to do with the nose tackle spot, the defensive tackle spot. I mean, we were talking about this in an earlier video earlier today, was that with the way the quarterback talk is going in the NFL draft, with where the situation stacks up right now when it comes to the Panthers moving up to that number 1 pick. Currently, they're expected to take a quarterback. With that said, you move on down and potentially other quarterbacks moving up. That could open up the opportunity for Jalen Carter to potentially be available right there at 5. Maybe you pair up Dre'Mont Jones and Jalen Carter together. I mean, that's dangerous. That's dangerous for the rest of the National Football League for what they might have to endure if you pair up these two guys together. Grade the signing for me. What do you think of this move by the Seahawks? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comments section. What do you think of this move by your Seattle Seahawks? I have to give it an A. I don't know how it's not an A, quite frankly. Tell me in the comments section. What do you think about this signing? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comments section below. So earlier today, the San Francisco 49ers spent a lot of money on Javon Hargrave, significantly more than what the Seahawks spent on Dre'Mont Jones. And look at the production numbers between these two guys. Okay, Dre'Mont Jones is 4 years younger, had the same amount of forced fumbles, had one less tackle for loss, and did it in 13 games as opposed to Javon Hargrave, who played all 17. If all things were equal, if we would have seen Javon Hargrave and Dre'Mont Jones play the same number of games, Dre'Mont Jones might have had better numbers than Javon Hargrave. So, potentially speaking, if you're looking for the spin zone in all this here, the Seahawks got the younger player at a cheaper price and a guy who hasn't hit his prime yet, as opposed to Javon Hargrave, who everybody was kind of gasping about, oh, no, he's in our division now. Well, he's the older guy, and Dre'Mont Jones is really just getting started here. So I think if you factor in the contract situations here, the Seahawks got a better deal for Dre'Mont Jones, a better situation than what San Francisco ended up with Javon Hargrave. San Francisco did very good to get Javon Hargrave, not discrediting them at all. But I'd rather be in the Seahawks situation for what they got for Dre'Mont Jones, quite frankly. So with that, what a day for the Seattle Seahawks. Let's see if they make any more moves. You know, if they do make more moves, we're going to be all over it here on the channel talking about your Seattle Seahawks. We'll go live if we need to, whatever it may be. We're going to have a big free agency special for your Seahawks coming up on Wednesday's show. Folks, we are in for a hell of an offseason here on Seahawks Today. Remember, the draft is still next month too, and the Seahawks have all those picks. Look, jump on the bandwagon. Be a part of what we're doing here on this channel, because I got to tell you, Seahawks Today, we're just not a YouTube channel. We're a movement here, okay? Join our movement and be a part of what we're doing here, because this is going to be a fun next few weeks. Come on in for the ride, and we'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today. All right, we got some super chats to catch up on. Wow, how about that? Pablo with a $20 super chat says, hey, should I get a Dre'Mont Jones jersey? Of course you should. I don't see why you shouldn't get
What number do you think he's going to wear, though?
That's a very good question, Rolly. Let's see. So what was the number
he
he
wore?
in
Number 93 in Denver. Do we think he's going to represent that again?
So 93. That's a good number.
Defensive lineman number. Good defensive lineman number.
Let me see if the number 93 was taken in Seattle. Just kind of double checking here. Scrolling down. The player he was replacing, Shelby Harris, wore 93.
So he's just going to wear it again.
Just take the 93.
If you happen to have a Shelby Harris jersey,
just go get the name replaced.
No, just put duct tape on the back and then write Jones on the back. And then you could even, and ready for this? If, say, Dre'Mont Jones sucks, you can say it's a Tyler Jones jersey.
There we go. I could be the backup plan. I like that. Pablo, that $20 super chat, I owe you a couple of beer cheers. So cheers to you, Pablo. Cheers to Dre'Mont Jones. 1, 2. Doom with a $5 super chat. W signing. What a great addition to the Hawks' young defense. I feel like Seattle is close to building a deep playoff team. Rolly, I look at that. This Seattle team was a playoff team this past year, but was very, very young and had a lot of flaws on this defense. Now you get a year older. Those draft picks mature. You got, 9 or 10 picks coming in this next year. And you add in guys like Dre'Mont Jones here. I think the Seahawks, this is just the beginning. This team is going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time.
I have a question for you, and I'm curious what the 12 is going to think in the comment section here. You've got, obviously, the number 5 overall pick. You signed Dre'Mont Jones. You still need some pass rush. I think you still need some work in the secondary as well. What if you trade back now? Say a team wants one of the quarterbacks, Richardson or Levis, at 5, and they give you a hefty haul. You trade back and say the mid-teens, get a haul of draft picks. You can still draft a Devin Witherspoon maybe, a Joey Porter Jr., and then stockpile those picks, and then you can go all in for another piece in a trade or just keep on drafting talent as we go on the years to come. What are your thoughts on that, Tyler?
Yeah, I think about this. So Geno you have locked up, and it's a 3-year deal. Next year, Rolly and I have talked about this a lot. The quarterbacks in next year's draft are really outstanding. Caleb Williams and Drake May. And we've seen John Schneider say himself, quarterbacks don't grow on trees. What if you pocket a pick, okay, and then next year you make a run for Caleb Williams or Drake May, and then that quarterback, whether they sit behind Geno or they're the starter the year following, whatever it may be, that could be a very good play for the Seahawks. I owe the DK song a couple times now. Here's one, and then I'll get to the other. Chomping, Carroll's chomping. Geno passes. No one's stopping DK or Dre'Mont Jones. Touchdowns and defensive touchdowns all day. They rule. How about that? $20 super chat coming in from Alexander. Alexander the Great. I think there is no point in holding pick 5 after today. I say we trade back 10 to 15, pick up an elite edge or corner, then use additional picks from the trade to fill new gaps at linebacker or offensive guard. Fair point. I will say this, Rolly. I think you can trade back not even that far to the 10 to 15 range. I think you could trade back to the 7 to 10 range and still pocket a pick for next year. I don't think you have to go all the way to 10 to 15 to get another pick for next year and still pick in the top 10 this year.
Man, whatever the Seahawks think they could do to make this team better to compete now and in the future is what we should be on board with. If it is trading that pick, if it is picking an edge rusher, if Will Anderson somehow is there, Tyree Wilson, Jalen Carter, pick your poison, I think that is what we should be gunning for. I mean, listen, the roster for the 49ers is good, but there's quarterback questions. They literally signed the bum that is Sam Darnold today. Like, he could be starting week 1. Like,
right.
Actually could be starting week 1.
We still have Mark's $35 super chat to get to.
We'll get to that in a second. But before we do, I want to pump these like numbers up.
Yes, while I do my shots for my cheers for Alexander. Here's one. Tell people why they should like the video, Roland.
Do you like the signing of Dre'Mont Jones? If you do, smash that like button. I mean, this is one of the top tier free agents on the defensive side and in the NFL coming into this draft. And the Seahawks just stole him, I think, on a bargain contract to make this defense better. If you like this signing, like the video. We have 400 people watching, 105 likes. Those are rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. Hit that button. Get the likes up. More likes equals more views from other Seahawks fans. We can get them in here. We can have a party. We can celebrate as Seahawks fans here. Like the video.
Like the video, guys. When we get to 200 likes, then we're going to take some shots and have a good time around here. 200 likes. Like that video. I got 395 people watching. There's no excuse why everybody watching should not be liking this video. If you like the Dre'Mont Jones signing, smash that like button right now to show some appreciation. So, Mark Sanchez bought his Geno shots. Every $7 that comes in is a shot for Geno. I owe him 5 shots, and these are specifically for me based on this. 5 shots for Geno, TJ. As time winds down, I think quarterbacks are taking it 1, 2, 3, and 4, leaving us with Carter and Anderson. What do you think? P.S. Washington trades for that 3rd pick and takes Richardson. Me and Will Scott were talking earlier today. J.A., that's a bonk comment there. I don't know if I'm offended or flattered, but thanks. Anyways, Mark, here's what me and Will Scott were talking about this today. You could have all 4 or 3 of the quarterbacks taken in the first 4 picks. Then at 5, you have your choice of Jalen Carter or Will Anderson. I have said for months on end that Will Anderson was my favorite player in this draft. But you just got an elite pass rusher, defensive end. So you don't necessarily need Will Anderson for that position. Now, I'm all in. Get me Jalen Carter. Get me Jalen Carter if he's around there for that pick if I have to choose between the two, based on the circumstances that have presented itself. Rolly, it seems like the chances by the day are increasing of Jalen Carter being available at 5.
Oh, I firmly believe he will be because the first 2 picks, whether it be Carolina and Houston, will be quarterbacks. Arizona's a wild card. They could trade that pick or they could stand pat. If they stand pat, True. I believe they'll go with Will Anderson. In the Indianapolis Colts, if they stay at 4, they will definitely be drafting a quarterback. So Jalen Carter or Will Anderson will be there at 5. Will Anderson, I think, with everything going on around Jalen Carter, Will Anderson will be the clear one taken first out of the 2. Jalen Carter will be there at number 5. Now, my question is, do the Seahawks like him more than Tyree Wilson? That's my first question. And my second question, is this off-the-field police incident, the tragic crash with the teammates at Georgia, does that impact his stock? Will he slip closer to the 10-pick range? That's my biggest question. But Jalen Carter will be there at 5. My question is, are the Seahawks going to snag him?
Oh, if he's there, you have to. Absolutely you have to. Thank you, Mark, for those super chats. That puts Mark at $85. He is $15 away from getting himself and Dre'Mont Jones into the Boot Hall of Fame. $100, you can be on the Boot Hall of Fame. And, Mark, let's see when you send this 15 in. Is somebody going to beat Mark to the Boot Hall of Fame tonight, or is Mark going to be the first one there? $15, you are on the Boot Hall of Fame. Jaden writes, I like this. Adam has never been here before, obviously. Adam, that's how we roll at Chat Sports. Jaden, with Jones now, how likely is Jalen Carter, even with Chicago out of the mix? Follow up, where would you go with 5 and 20 where things are now? Jaden, we kind of answered that just a second ago, but thanks for sending it in. Yes, it's more likely than it's ever been before that Jalen Carter is available at that number 5 spot. Then you go down to 20. You got your pass rusher now, okay? Maybe you still go another pass rusher potentially with a Brian Breesy type or something like that. Or can I tempt you with a little offense? Can I tempt you with Quentin Johnston at wide receiver potentially? Don't kill me over that. But maybe you go corner. Maybe Keely Ringo. Maybe Joey Porter Jr. slips. Just a couple thoughts on that one. And the song one more time for you, Jaden. Chompin', carols, chompin', Geno passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day. He rules. Mark Sanchez with a $15 super chat. That means I owe him 2 more shots as well. He says, put me on Das Boot. Mark, I will gladly put you on Das Boot. And that also means, Mark, that you are the one that gets to put Dre'Mont Jones on Das Boot. What an honor this is, not only to put Mark Sanchez on the boot, but to be able to put Dre'Mont Jones, his first official night as a Seahawk, and he earns a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. They can never take this away from you. You're never going to get the Reggie Bush treatment around here on Seahawks Today. This is your moment. This is never going to get any bigger for Dre'Mont Jones than being on the Boot Hall of Fame. Actually, I take that back. I hope that he's winning Super Bowls in Seattle. With that said, Dre'Mont Jones, Mark Sanchez, welcome to the Boot Hall of Fame. Everybody spam Mark in the comments. Spam Mark, a real one, sending in $100. This could be you as well. You could also have a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame for a $100 in Super Chats. And we started this new booth this offseason. We are making significant progress, but I would love to add more on this brand new boot that we have debuted here for this offseason as we chug along here, literally and figuratively. I got to take 2 more shots. I see question marks around Mark. Do you guys not know Mark? Mark Sanchez is a Seahawks Today legend. Somebody in the comments on a video the other day tried saying, Mark Sanchez isn't a Seahawks legend. He's just a former Jets quarterback. Obviously, you haven't been here long enough to know about the wonders that is Seahawks Today and the great Mark Sanchez, who is just incredible. Spam Mark in the comments. Mark deserves it. Mark deserves all the good things that happened to him because he is a real one. He is our favorite guy around here. Mark, we love you. Here's a couple cheers. There's one. Here's another for you, Mark. Just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Hell yeah, Mark. All right. Here's a super chat. $5 will sing the DK song. $10 will do a little beer cheers. $15 will take some shots. $25 will do a beer chug. $300 we will do Das Boot. We are about $115 away from Das Boot. I have a little offer for the folks out there. Oh, boy. Okay.
This hasn't been consulted with me.
No, you have not been consulted about this. Okay. So here's a little story for y'all.
I don't know where this is going to go, and I'm nervous.
You shouldn't be nervous, actually.
It shouldn't be. Okay.
Shouldn't be. Okay. And Elijah with a super chat. Elijah, hold on just 1 second. Here, story time with Jones here. So this weekend I went home for my mom's birthday, which is today. Happy birthday, Mom. Everybody spam HBD for my mom.
Happy birthday, Mama
birthday,
Jones.
Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama Jones.
So as I was on my way home before this news broke, I was calling my mom, since I didn't get the chance to talk to her today since I was working, to tell her happy birthday again. We celebrated over the weekend, so I covered that. I didn't forget Mom's birthday. Don't get me wrong here. But she didn't answer, and she tried calling me when we were live on the show. We were in the middle of the cut, so I couldn't answer. During the cut, she tried calling me. Obviously, I couldn't answer. We were in the cut. So here is what I am offering here. If we get to $250 in Super Chats, we are going to surprise my mom. I'll call her, and we'll sing happy birthday to my mom on Seahawks Today. But we got to get to $250, and we'll surprise her. She might be caught off guard. I don't know if she's watching right now. But if we get to $250 in Super Chats, we'll sing happy birthday to my mom. She is the best. I had a great weekend with my family back home in Tulsa this weekend, celebrate my mom. And I would love to be able to wish my mom a happy birthday. Stoney says, does mom know you've been boozing? She's about to find out.
I'm all in on this idea, too. I love it.
So $50 away from singing happy birthday to my mom. Can we do that? I think we can. Elijah with a $10 super chat. I really want to go corner at 5, get a top pass defense, and make offenses one-dimensional. And we will stop the run better with this sighting. Okay, Elijah, thank you for the $10 super chat. That means I owe you a beer cheers.
I think
Cheers
5 is too high for a corner, by the way.
None of these corners are worthy of a top 5 pick.
I mean, I've seen Christian Gonzalez get mocked to the Lions at 6, but I even still think that's a reach. I think the top corner in this draft, whether it be Gonzalez, Witherspoon, Joey Porter Jr., whatever you think, should go around that 8, 9, 10 range. 5 is too rich for me. If you want to take a corner, trade back with a quarterback-hungry team and then take either Witherspoon, Gonzalez, or Joey Porter Jr. in that early teens, late teens. That's what I would do if I was Seattle.
Yeah, I'm not spending a top 5 pick on a corner. Not opposed to it at 20, but the talent level of these guys are not top 5 level. And then get a top 5 pass defense. I think that here's another thing that kind of gets. I feel like I'm on an island sometimes talking about this, Rolly. Is the Seahawks got so much good production out of Tariq Woolen this past year. It's one of the best corners in the entire National Football League. He ended up as, what was it? A Pro Bowler and all the accolades. I think he was rated as one of the top 3 corners in the league. Well, then there's the other rookie, Kobe Bryant, who was actually picked ahead of Tariq Woolen. Kobe had a good year as your starting nickel corner, but because Tariq Woolen was so outstanding, he kind of got forgotten about. And so I hear all these people saying, well, Mike Jackson's not good enough. You're going to need another starting outside corner. No, what you really need, Rolly, is you need Kobe Bryant to step up, take the next step, and be able to be good enough to be your other starting outside corner. And I think he's capable of doing that. So thank you for that, Jaden. Chopping, Carroll's chopping. Geno passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day. He rules. All right, Jaden with a $5 super chat. All we need now is to trade for Myles Garrett, Quentin Nelson, Aaron Donald, Saquon, and sign Bobby Wagner, and we have a Super Bowl. John can figure it out.
I think they would. Hot take, I think that team would win the Super Bowl.
If they do that, I think they would.
The chances of them even trading for 2 of them is negative 15%.
That's not happening. But I think you want to hear the DK song again. Chopping, Carroll's chopping. Geno passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day. He rules. All right, J.A. Is this J.A. Adonde in the chat?
Dude, he has fallen off a cliff. I haven't heard him on TV in so long. Where is J.A. Adonde?
I met him one time when I was in college.
I didn't hate him on TV.
He tried to recruit me to go to Northwestern's journalism school for their master's program.
Interesting.
Who needs a master's degree in journalism? What a waste.
I actually have always thought that as well. It's a side tangent, though.
It is. I think we take Hendon Hooker or Bennett later. Okay, here we go. Are you ready, Rolly? I'm about to give the smoke here. J.A., thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. Stetson Bennett, no, and no. If you want Stetson Bennett on your team just because he won 2 national titles, you don't know ball. No on Stetson Bennett. Hendon Hooker, I'll listen to. We can talk about Hendon Hooker. Although he's coming off an ACL injury, so we don't know how much longer he's going to be able to play and all that. But Hendon Hooker, we can potentially discuss as far as I'm concerned. But Stetson Bennett, that's a non-starter for me. But thanks for the super chat, J.A. You like the signing of Dre'Mont Jones? Hit that like button. We're at 180 likes right now. I said I'd take a shot when we got to 200 likes. So I need about 20 more likes to get to a free shot for everybody out there. A free shot, but I need 20 more likes to get there. So let's see. I believe we can get to that mark. We got 385 people watching right now. I need 20 of you to hit that like button, like the video. The more likes we get, the more people can watch and be a part of this crazy extravaganza that we call Seahawks Today. So hit that like button. Elijah with a $5 super chat coming in. I like this from Elijah. Elijah, come forth. Just like the DK song. Well, you don't have to ask me twice. I would be glad to do the DK song for you. Chomping, chomping, carols, chomping. Gino passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day. He rules.
Oh, KJ with a 50 bomb.
KJ.
Who is the dream pick at 20? I say Kalijah Cansey.
KJ,
KJ, KJ, KJ, KJ.
Unbelievable. Spam KJ in the chat. Let's go. And we're calling Mom to wish her happy birthday. We'll do that here in a second. But the $50 super chat, that means I owe 2 beer chugs. And KJ is halfway to a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. We're also now a grand total of about, what is it, $42 away.
42 from a boot.
From Das Boot. Okay, so that's what we have in store. So, KJ, I'll finish off this beer and open up another one. Cheers. Here's the dream pick at 20. And I still owe a free shot, by the way, for us reaching 200 likes. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get creative here. I'm going to chase it. I'm going to drink. We're going to do this like a Chicago handshake.
What are you doing now?
I'm going to drink this fast.
Okay.
And then chug the beer fast. Bam, bam. Like a Chicago handshake, except I don't have to do Malort. And I don't have old style here, unfortunately. So here we go. Here's a name to keep in mind. You mentioned Cansey, which is a good choice. We talked about potential corners of Joey Porter Jr. and Keely Ringo and some of these other guys. Can I offer you O'Cyrus Torrence, the offensive guard from Florida? We know the Seahawks need help at the offensive guard spot. Okay? And O'Cyrus Torrence is a beast. He would fill that need. You'd have big help on the offensive line, and all of a sudden you'd have 3 young cat studs, all within their first or second year in the league. That might be the ideal choice at 20. I know Mark Sanchez likes that. So here we go. One by one. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. How about that? KJ, shout out to you. Thank you, KJ, for making that happen. You're halfway from the boot.
I think it's
Boot
time
Hall
we
of
call
Fame.
Mama Jones.
Halfway from the Boot Hall of Fame for KJ. Mark's already on the Boot Hall of Fame. And now we are about $42 away from drinking Das Boot. 3 beers in one as fast as humanly possible. Let's call my mom, see if she picks up.
I mean, she better.
All right, we're calling Mom
Yeah, just
right
make
now.
sure you hold it up to the mic.
Okay.
She answers.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Mom, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, sweetheart?
I am very well. Hey, I missed your call because we had breaking news, and we're live on Seahawks right now, and all of our viewers wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, this is so nice.
You guys having a good night?
We're having a great night.
I wish I could enjoy it with you.
Whoops, we lost you.
Oh, I said I wish I was there with you.
We do too. We miss you.
Yes.
Very much.
I think I need to sing you happy birthday, and
Let's
then
do it.
I'll my producer Rolly's here, and then everyone else is singing at home. I'll call you more later when I get off the air here, but I figured we would do this on air for you.
Okay.
Oh, Rolly's gonna sing.
Oh, I'm
too.
going to sing my heart out.
My dad was asking, is Rolly gonna sing?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm singing my heart out.
All right, here we go.
All right, ready, chat? You better start saying happy
Chat,
birthday, too.
Spam HBD in the chat. Sing at home along with us. Happy birthday to my mom. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jones. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
All right. Love you, Mom. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye. There we go. Mama Jones, everybody. Happy birthday. Thank you to all the 12s for the birthday wishes coming in the chat. Glad we could wish my mom a happy birthday. Instead of celebrating my mom's birthday, here I am with you guys celebrating this Dre'Mont Jones news. We appreciate you guys for your love and your support here on Seahawks Today. KJ with that $50 super chat. We are $42 away from Das Boot. A birthday boot for Mom?
Oh, boy.
Who's going to make it happen?
Someone's out there lurking. I'm trying to figure out who it is in the chat.
And here's the thing, too. What we could do, I could present you a number of things as far as this Boot Hall of Fame goes. 100 spots in the Boot, $100 gets you a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. KJ is 50 away from a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. We could put you on the Boot Hall of Fame with my mom.
Ooh.
Or with Dre'Mont Jones. Or someone else who you wish, whatever it may be. We can add you to the Boot Hall of Fame.
I say Mama Jones has to make it to the boot tonight.
Is somebody going to honor my mom on her birthday?
I feel like someone has to.
Somebody want to put my mom on the Boot Hall of Fame. That'd be a legendary moment.
I'm not going to point any fingers, but someone has to do it. I don't want to call people out, but I just think it's Mama Jones' birthday. The Seahawks signed Dre'Mont Jones. Someone has to get Mama Jones on the boot. You know who I'm eyeing? Listen, I'm not pressuring you. I just see your name in the chat, and it just really sparks some intrigue to me. Nicholas Newton is intriguing to me. I feel like he's lurking in the background here, and he's ready to make a bomb splash.
I can't remember the last time Nicholas Newton sent in a super
Listen,
chat.
if not, that's fine. You're doing more than enough to help us grow this channel by watching, liking, commenting. That name just stood out to me for some reason.
So I feel like somebody is going to put my mom on the Boot Hall of Fame. But I wonder who it's going to be. Here's some potential contenders. You mentioned you like Nicholas Newton.
It's a dark horse.
It's a dark horse. I want to roll out Michael. Alan is here. Alan, I haven't heard from you from a while. Maybe KK Taylor. KK Taylor dropped 500, and we got to go to Vegas now because
I love KK Taylor.
KK Taylor could be an option. We obviously know Mark Sanchez. Let's see. Maybe Charlie the Unicorn could be a sneaky option. KJ is 50 away from a spot on the Boot Hall of Fame. Maybe KJ wants on the Boot Hall of Fame. Take my mom there, and maybe we go from there. I mean, let's see who is going to be the one to get the job done. Stoney, my mom is happily married to my father. Sorry.
Oh, it's KJ! KJ for Mama Jones. 12 man stand up.
The 12s.
Let's go, KJ.
The 12 delivered.
KJ gets on the boot. Mama Jones gets on the boot.
And we got to do a boot.
Tyler has to do a boot. Let's go, KJ.
Spam KJ in the chat.
Yes, sir.
So I'm writing on the sticker here. KJ, and then I wrote Mom underneath.
Oh, this is electric factory.
This is unbelievable. KJ, thank you. Thank you for honoring my mom. My mom is the best. She's the best mom out there. Today's her birthday. I will not reveal her age on air because she would kill me. But I got to tell you that she's living it up. They just got back from, my mom and dad just got back from Mexico a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really? That's dope.
Yeah. They went to like 3 different countries. They went to like Mexico, Honduras, and Belize on a little cruise. So they're enjoying life, my mom and dad are. And my mom is now, she's a Jones, by the way, too. So.
Wait a minute. She's a Jones?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's my last name.
Oh, I was tripping. I thought you meant like her maiden name.
Oh,
was
no.
Like a Jones made a Jones. Like how?
No.
That'd be such an interesting little. No one has to change her last name.
Right. So tonight's about Dre'Mont Jones. but we're inducting my mom, Mama Jones, to the Boot Hall of Fame. Congrats to KJ and my mom for making it on the Boot Hall of Fame. Thank you, KJ. And with that, we got a boot on the way. I got to do, what is it? Two different beer chugs.
I think just do one beer chug and then you got a boot. That's fair.
Okay. Cheers.
I'm going to go fill up the boot, get it set up. Meanwhile, the Seahawks have made 4 moves in free agency, whether it be re-signing or going outside. Here's it is. Tyler, why don't you break it down?
Here's what they've done so far. And there's one move on there as well that you have to take into account. Jason Myers, the kicker, signed a deal as well, an extension. So the Seahawks with 5 signings to this point. Dre'Mont Jones, 3 years, $51.53 million, 18 guaranteed. Nick Bellore, fullback, also plays linebacker, special teamer as well. 2 years, $6.6 million. Phil Haynes is back. He's on a 1-year, $4 million deal. And Geno Smith on a 3-year, $105 million deal. We had quite the celebration, quite the party for that one last week as Geno Smith gets the job done. KK, KJ, cheers to you. So let me ask you, 12s. Beard King says, thank you, Mama Jones, for making TJ. Props to Papa Jones. Oh, I don't even know what to say to that. Let's see here. Thank you, KJ, for making that happen. Everybody loves KJ around here. So, here's what I want to know. Of the signings, and we're not going to include Jason Myers in here because kickers aren't people. Of the signings that you've seen so far, what one was your favorite? Tell me why. What your favorite was of these signings and why. I want you guys to elaborate and tell me in the comments section. Personally, my favorite, I think I like this Dre'Mont Jones deal better than I do the Geno deal. Dre'Mont Jones, 3 years, $51 million. Only 18 is guaranteed. So if he has some injury issues or if he just flat out sucks, it's not going to be the end of the world, quite frankly, with the money that he's owed. $51 million, 3 years, only 18 guaranteed. You can work around that. Geno, 3 years, $105 million. Phil Haynes, 1 year, $4 million. Nick Bellore, 2 years, $6.6 million. The Seahawks have had a very good free agency period. I like what I've seen from this team. Let's see. What's the comment section say? What move was your favorite so far to this point? I see. Let's see. Stoney says Geno because he's awesome. Well, that's fair enough. Rolly, what was your favorite move what the Seahawks have done so far at this point?
I've taken some thought, and I think I'm going to follow in your footsteps here and go Dre'Mont Jones. There was rumors of him getting $18, $20 million per year. Obviously, you can see that was not the case. I think the Seahawks got a decently friendly deal. Obviously, bringing back your quarterback is awesome. The only thing I have about that, which is why it's not my favorite, is we've seen 1 year of Geno actually being good. If he can do it again and be good for the next 2 years, then I think that Geno Smith on $30 million, just about, what is it, 37?
35.
35. Geno Smith on $35 million a year is a bargain if he performs again like he did in 2022. But Dre'Mont Jones is consistent. He's an ascending player. He will be the leader of that defensive line for a decent price. I'll take this deal over the rest. I think I'm with you.
Paul says Dre'Mont Jones adds tackling power. Beard King says yikes on Bellore's hairline, though. That is brutal, especially for a guy his age.
Dude's got the forehead the size of Texas.
Oh, my exes live in Texas. Bengals Solo says Jones and Carter. You got to pick one, okay? Let's see. Nicholas says Geno will be better this upcoming season. I hope he plays. Takes another step up. That'd be really good because he was really good last year. If he's even better, watch out. Let's see. What else we got going in the chat? Time for our first boot of the night. How many of these are we can consume before this night is over? I'm very curious what this is going to go. First boot, I'll be honest, folks. It's been a long day. I've been here since about 7 a.m. I have had a few drinks before this show started today. I'll put it that way. So if we can go under 20, I'll call that a win. I'll chop that up as a victory.
Have the timer set, ready to go. Tyler, I love you. I
love
usually
you too,
always
buddy.
pick your unders. I think I'm going to have to take the over on this one today.
Ooh.
I'm going to be a hater a little bit.
You hear that? They're doubting me. You know, they're writing me off, but I'm not writing back.
Geno Smith.
Shout out, Gino. Let's see if we can go under 20 in this one. Rolly says I can't. Let me know in the comment section. O for over, U for under, 20 seconds on the first boot of the night. Here's the boot right here. It's 3 beers in one. And everyone that sent in a $100 super chat is on the Boot Hall of Fame. We've inducted 2 members of the Boot Hall of Fame tonight. Mark Sanchez and KJ, as well as my mom. So this is the highest honor you can get.
So
They can never take it away from
what
you.
we're going to do is that I'm not on screen right now, but as Tyler starts sipping, I'm going to hit the timer. But what I need you to do is when Tyler is about to get going, I want you to type chug in the chat, and I'll give some shout-outs while Tyler's chugging.
All right? So the chat's more confident in me than Rolly is.
Yeah.
All I've seen is unders.
I wrote Tyler off. Let's see.
But I'm not writing
But
back.
he's not going to write back.
Michael says you got this, Jones. Thank you, Michael. All right, here we go.
All right, let's get it. Everyone get those chugs in the chat. Everyone get those chugs in the chat.
KJ Taylor, here we go. Stomach punch.
Get the chugs in the chat if you want a shout out. Get the chugs in the chat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. Timer start. KK Taylor says, here we go. Stomach pump. Let's go. Nathan Lasech says, oh. Nicholas Newton says, chug. Go Rich Ram says, chug. KK Taylor again. KJ. Paul Rotter. KJ again. Matt White. Elijah Nixon. Road. Beard King. He's done. Oh, we got the official time. What
Here
are we
we go.
thinking? What are we
And
thinking,
no
guys?
spillage.
What
no
are we thinking?
spillage. That was definitely under 20.
What are we thinking?
I was feeling good after that one.
Jones says under 20.
Under 20.
What do you guys think? I'm looking at the number right now.
Here we go. And the answer is.
Wow, we got some breaking news here. Browns are signing Delvin Tomlinson, 4-year deal, $57 million.
Really?
So,
Where did they get the money? They spent all that money on Deshaun.
wow, that's a pretty big deal.
Is PD going to come in and go live?
I don't know who's going to produce,
Okay.
but anyway, the unveiling. Someone
time.
said 17 seconds. Someone said 18 seconds. It is 18.6. He did it.
Oh!
He did it.
Let's go!
He did it.
Spam Jones in the chat.
He did it. He got it done.
Jones. They wrote me off.
He
I
didn't
didn't write back.
He didn't write back.
A lead burp right there.
Good work. Beard King, I know you don't care about the Browns, but we cover the Seahawks and some of the NFL, so we're going to react to some of the big-time signings that happen if we're live this late at night. It's just going to happen.
We're just letting you know.
Because you're going to wake up tomorrow, and what if you didn't know, and you're like, I wish the Seahawks signed Delvin Tomlinson.
Woo!
But you didn't know he got signed. Now you do.
We did it. We did it.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's what miracles. That's what dreams are made of, folks.
Dreams are made of.
Dreams are made of. I think there's a Jonas Brothers song about that. Let's get to the super chat menu, folks. We've already gotten one boot. We can do more. And here's the thing. I have a Venmo. It's at Tyler Jones Live. You can find me on Venmo there. If you don't want to do the whole super chat thing, that's fine too. You can hit me up on Venmo. We actually get more money out of the Venmos than we do the super chats. Okay. Sorry. I said the quiet part out loud. So you can hit us up on Venmo at Tyler Jones Live, or you can do the super chats, either one. is where you can find us. And we are one boot in, and we could get another one. We could keep doing boots all that. I don't care. $25, do a beer chug. $15, taking shots.
Listen,
$10 beer cheers. $5 DK song.
we're going to stay live as long as you guys want us to stay live, and that's commenting, super chatting. We're going to stay live as long as you guys want us to.
We can talk about whatever. We can talk about this signing. We can whip around the rest of free agency. I mean, Rolly, you and I, we can talk brackets as far as I care.
Shoot. Screw it. We can.
NCAA tournament technically starts tomorrow.
It does. First four.
The first four. Not the first round.
The first four.
The first four.
Which I always think is funny. Like, if you're going to have a first four, then that's the first round. And then the second round is the round of 64. Third round is round of 32. Sweet 16. Here we go.
Right.
But we did miss the super. Elijah Nixon, sing for the under.
We
This
hit
was
the under.
previous to the beer boot. He did hit the under, but $5, you got to sing the DK song.
Chomping, carols, chomping, Gino passes, no one stopping, DK. Touchdowns all day. He rules. Oh, there's another burp for you. Got my burps out of the way. All right. So, whatever you guys want to hear about, and you guys can control the show. Super Chats decide what we talk about. If you guys want us to talk March Madness or about this deal, rest of free agency, I don't care. It's up to you guys to decide what we talk about tonight here on this Monday. We'll be with you as long as you guys want us to be here. I mean, I've lost track of how many hours we've been in the office now.
It's getting delirious.
Yeah, I mean, you guys deserve it. You guys have earned it. This is a big deal. Getting Dre'Mont Jones?
It's a
You
big
kidding
sign.
me? Who? Dre'Mont Jones.
Who?
Dre'Mont Jones. Unbelievable. All right. Let's see. What else we got here? Dre'Mont Jones, 3 years, $51.53 million. Nicholas, we'll answer those questions with Super Chats. If you Super Chat us, we'll answer whatever you guys got. That's how you get on the screen. That's how you get your questions answered. $5, we'll sing the DK song. $10, beer cheers. $15, we'll take shots. No more DK shots tonight. $15 for shots. $25 beer chug, and every $300 we'll do Das Boot. We're at $313 right now, so we still got a ways to go to get that next boot.
I'll tell you what, Tyler, we've been live for an hour, 10 minutes. That might have been the quickest hour and 10 minutes of my life.
That flew by.
It doesn't feel like that actually happened.
If you're not subscribed, I mean, you're really missing out, because this channel is just a rocket ship. I mean, we have so much fun here on
heading to the
Seahawks
moon.
Today. I mean, here's the sub link. It's in the chat right now. I am going to shout everybody out that is subscribed to the channel. Type me. In fact, let's go to subscriber only mode. Let's do that. Let's weed out the real ones from the phonies. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you want to be a part of the chat, you got to be subscribed. We're going to subscriber only mode right now here in the chat. Nicholas Newton with the $5. You called him out earlier. You said, is he going to send a super chat? Nicholas delivered. We'll get Nicholas super chat here in just a second. But here's the deal. We're going to subscriber only mode. If you want in on the chat, you want us to react to what you're saying, or got any thoughts, then you need to subscribe to the channel. We go live when the Seahawks make a move. We're also live on Wednesdays. We've got a big free agency special we're going to do on Wednesday. We have the latest news and rumors each and every day here on the channel. During games, we have these watch parties, and they are fantastic. Subscribe now for free. Does not cost you a thing. We just hit 35,000 subscribers on the channel. Big deal, if you ask me. Jim is subscribed. Beard is subscribed. Nicholas Newton is a real one. Stoney, Showtime. Jay Dillis is a real one. Mr. Kane, Aaron, Off Dim Dabs. Jonathan says, Tyler Jones is a man of the people.
Yes, he is.
Jones Nation, I am your fearless leader. Glad to be here with you. Mr. Kane, that's funny. Who else is here tonight? Type me in the chat. We'll shout you out if you're watching and you're subscribed to the channel as we go to subscriber-only mode. Let's catch up on some Super Chats. Nicholas Newton, I owe the DK song, too, with this. What's the deal with Rodgers? Do you want Jalen Carter at 5 still? I'll hold off on the DK song here for a second to answer this question. So, Rolly, earlier today, I was live on our NFL Daily show on our Chat Sports main channel. And there was a report that came in from Total Fraud Trey Wingo.
Doesn't have sources.
Trey Wingo hosted one of the worst radio shows in ESPN history. Go looking Wingo. It was Mickey Mouse Sports Talk. The show was awful.
Tell us how you really feel, Tyler.
Yes. And now he is unemployed. Can't find work anywhere. I mean, it's pretty sad what happened to Trey Wingo, his downfall. So today, out of nowhere, he says that the Aaron Rodgers to the Jets deal is a done deal. Well, then the big J's, they kind of had a big J off.
Schefter, Rappaport.
None of them, not one, could confirm that the Rodgers deal was done, because it wasn't done.
Rappaport says he wishes it was done, but it's not.
But it's not.
And Schefter goes, the Jets are cautiously optimistic it's going to get done, but it's not close to done.
I think a deal could get done.
So I don't know who told Wingo what.
Yeah. A deal very well, and I still think is likely to get done for Aaron Rodgers.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if the Jets trade for Rodgers and that comes official, we are not saying, oh, Wingo had it first. Like, nah, like his window passed. Once you report something like the deal is done, it has to be official or consensusly reported around the media circle within the hour.
Right.
Too late. Wingo gets no credit.
No credit for Trey.
Shooting darts out there.
So that's the situation. I think a deal will happen, but no deal is done right now. Do you want Jalen Carter at 5 still? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. He and Dre'Mont Jones play different positions. Dre'Mont Jones is going to be your starting defensive end. Jalen Carter can be your starting defensive tackle. Okay? And it would be a superb defensive line. Chomping, Carroll's chomping. Geno passes, no one stopping. DK. Touchdowns all day. He rules.
That was the quickest one you've done.
Nicholas, you're awesome. KK Taylor with a $2 super chat. I always think it's funny, Rolly, when we got, big dogs like KK Taylor who can send me $500 and then they tease us with a little $2 super chat.
Listen,
We'll take whatever we get.
Whatever vibe they're on that day, I dig it.
Oh, I dig it too. But it's always funny, right? KK Taylor writes, Tyler, draft Kalijah and Jalen.
I think he's talking about Kalijah Kancey.
Kalijah Kancey? Yeah, I could see that. That sounds good to me. Jalen would be great. I would prefer Osiris Torrance with that second pick, but I'm not opposed to that idea either. Thank you, KK Taylor.
I will say this before we move on to the next super chat. Draft Kalijah Kancey and Jalen. I'm assuming Jalen Carter. There would be no reason to take 2 defensive tackles at picks 5 and 20.
Yeah.
I know the defensive line could use some work, but it just would feel like a mismanagement of resources to take the same position in the same time in the first round.
Will Scott is checking in the chat.
Will Scott, Dolphins Today, says Seahawks fans.
Seahawks fans. There we go.
Willie Fins.
Willie Fins. Did I do that good?
Willie Fins.
Willie Fins.
Willie Fins. He's a Dolphin. He's a Dolphin.
Willie Seahawks. Well, good to have you here, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. Let's see. $25 super chat from David. How was the concert? So me and Will Scott, the Carrie Underwood concert, it was a great time. It was electric.
Wait, did you actually go?
It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah?
I had a great time with Will and Carrie and everybody.
Did you get to meet Carrie?
I didn't get to meet Carrie.
Ah, it's a shame.
It was a shame. Carrie, she's everything, I mean, I'm not going to do what I did week 18. You can go back and check the tape there on that one. But Carrie's incredible. It doesn't get better than Carrie Underwood. Had a great time. $25, that means I owe a beer chug for that. So this beer chug is to Carrie Underwood. Carrie, we love you. We're big fans here on Seahawks Today. Thank you for that one. And $25 there from David means that he's 75 away from the Boot Hall of Fame. Let's see if David is going to get the job done. Stoney writes to Will Scott saying, "Hey, Flipper." Oh, that's funny. What's your one-word reaction to the move of the Seahawks adding Dre'Mont Jones? My one word was wow. Wow. I mean, what a move from the Seahawks to get this job done. Rolly, what was your one word to describe this?
Surprising. And I
Okay.
say that because it was reported basically from the get-go of free agency that the two biggest suitors for Dre'Mont Jones were going to be the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. So for the Seattle Seahawks, who cleared cap space by cutting Shelby Harris earlier today, to go out and get Dre'Mont Jones at night, no one was really expecting it, and they just whooped in and got him. I said surprising. But good fit. It's a good fit.
Very good fit. So surprising, wow. Those are our choice of words at this point. If you got a comment you want to get on screen and react to the Dre'Mont Jones signing or anything else for that matter, here's your chance to weigh in. Our Super Chat menu today, $5 will sing the DK song, $10 will do a little beer cheers, $15 will take shots, $25 will do a beer chug, $300 will take it down at Boots. We're at $345 in Super Chats right now, so we're still a ways away from another Boot. But I think we can get to another Boot before the end of the night. The night is still young here on
We
Seahawks
need
Today.
quite the push.
Yeah, still got a ways to go. We are in subscriber-only mode right now, and you may be wondering, like, how can I get back in? Well, you're in luck because the sublink is in the chat right now, and if you are not subscribed, then go ahead and click that link, subscribe to the channel, and you can get right back in the chat so you can communicate with everybody and be a part of the shenanigans that we call Seahawks Today. We're doing daily news and rumors. We do live shows at least once a week. If the Seahawks make a major move, we're going to cover it. We're going to go live here on the channel. We got you covered here on Seahawks Today. This is the channel for the real 12s. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. It is free. The best price of all does not cost you a thing. Subscribe now if you are a Seahawks fan. If you love your Seattle Seahawks, subscribe today. Rolly, you are a real one. You've been part of the Seahawks Today family since the beginning of football season. If somebody was saying, Rolly, why should I subscribe to Seahawks Today? What would you tell them?
Well, I would tell you if you want the best Seahawks news and rumors, analysis, and just to have a good time on days like this where we're going live at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central time, out here partying, giving you the breaking news, the free agency rumors, analysis, partying, we're drinking. Like, it is just a fun time. And when we're not live and we're not in the big-time free agency swing, we still give you a video every day during the season, during the offseason, during the dog days of June, July, August, leading up to the season. We are always here giving you the latest Seahawks news and rumors, partying it up. Why would you miss out on that?
Why? Why
And
would you miss out?
Tyler said, we appreciate the super chats and donations, and it just adds more to our live shows and parties, but it is free.
Right.
Like, 95% of the content we do is free.
Yeah, unbelievable. Nicholas with a $5 super chat. Rolly, I love you called Nicholas out. You
I
said
felt like he was going to do some – I called a big shot early, but I knew I just felt some little nickels and dimes here later on in the night.
and Nicholas delivered.
Yes. Why? Well, of course he would.
Yeah. He heard from Rolly, and he said, I got to respond to Rolly. I want John Michael Schmitz, or I'm going to be extremely pissed. Well, nobody wants Nicholas extremely pissed. Nicholas, I love you, buddy. I've seen the all caps in the comment section from time to time. That can scare some people. So you don't want to see Nicholas pissed. As far as John Michael Schmitz goes, Rolly, this is a guy that's the starting center at the University of Minnesota. And the Seahawks obviously need a center. With Austin Blythe retiring, I think they were going to need a center anyway, even if Austin Blythe was coming back. With that said, John Michael Schmitz, he's as good as any center in college football. Maybe not the prospect that we saw the last couple of years of the types of the Tyler Linderbaums or the Creed Humphreys of the world. But among this year's class, he's kind of the best of the best.
Yeah, and here's the one issue that I have when you say I want John Michael Schmitz, or I'm going to be pissed. I think 20's too early for him. I think everyone can agree with that. Like, he is maybe the best center, if not the consensus best center in this class. But there is a lot of teams that will be looking for center in that second round, and maybe someone scoops him up beforehand. Maybe the Seahawks decide to go a different position. I don't know how, Tyler, you can elaborate more on this, how high center is in for a need a position for the Seahawks. Would they look to take in the middle second round, late second round, would they look to take a center? Is that what you think they could do in the second round?
They have 2 second-round picks. I think they very well could take a center in the second round.
So do they have the Broncos second-round pick again?
Yes.
They do?
And their own.
They really made out like bandits trading that bum that Russell Wilson is.
And then they still got another Broncos player in Dre'Mont Jones, too.
Call them the Seattle Broncos.
Thank you, Denver. Thank you. I owe the DK song again. Chompin', chompin', carols jumpin', Gino passes, no one stoppin'. DK, touchdowns all day. He rules. That was the slow version. I gave you the fast version last time. Thank you, Nicholas, for that.
Michael.
Michael.
I saw Michael in our Bear stream, by the way, earlier today. He's a trooper.
Michael loves chat sports. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Dre'Mont Jones, Al Woods, Bobby Wagner, and Jordan Brooks equals a lot of fire emotions.
That'd be quite the front seven.
That would be a whole world better than what we saw last year. We've talked about, I think, about every guy on that screen there except one in particular, Nolan Smith. Rolly,
that could be a pick at 20.
You go back to the combine, okay? Nolan Smith was a freak. Just a freak of an athlete. The stuff he was doing with his vertical and his 40 time and all that stuff there. Can that translate to the National Football League? Is Nolan Smith just a workout warrior, or is he going to be something special? What say you as far as Nolan Smith goes?
Well, when someone has that much athleticism, is always intrigued. He could be a workout warrior, but I will say he was a projected late first-round pick. He got injured late college. Everyone was wondering if he was going to be fully healthy by the combine, be ready to go in spring, summer, leading up to the season. Well, it seems like he'll be just fine, putting up ridiculous numbers at the NFL Draft Combine, making sure he's probably a lock for the first round. Listen, if you have Dre'Mont Jones and you take Jalen Carter at 5, with Woods in the middle and B-Wags and Jordan Brooks in the background, you don't need Nolan Smith to be great. He can take time to develop because people are going to be so concerned with Woods, Dre'Mont Jones, and Jalen Carter. Nolan Smith can just come flying off the edge using his athleticism in one-on-one scenarios and do some damage. So I think he could fit with the Seahawks pretty well if they address linebacker with Wagner and then get Carter at 5. Now, if you take Nolan Smith and expect him to lead your front 7 or front 4 rushing the passer, I don't buy that. But if you had Dre'Mont Jones and Jalen Carter, I think Nolan Smith would be a good piece on the outside.
Yeah, I think you're on to something there. Michael, one more time. Chopping, carols, chopping, Gino passes, no one stopping. DK, touchdowns all day. He rules. All right, back to the Super Chat menu. Guys, we have had so much fun here. We've been with you for what, like an hour and a half?
Hour and a half.
Pretty much. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go shot clock. I'm putting 2 minutes on the clock. If we get a Super Chat in the next 2 minutes, we'll stay alive. We can keep the show going. We can be here as long as you guys want. We can be here all night. I don't care. But if you guys are ready to call tonight and discuss more about this tomorrow and go more in depth, that's fine too. But 2 minutes on the clock, we get a Super Chat. We stay live. We don't even have to talk about Dre'Mont Jones either. We can talk free agency. Heck, Rolly and I, we can talk March Madness or, I don't know, foreign policy. I don't care. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff we can do. 2 minutes on the clock. We get a Super Chat in the next 2 minutes. We stay live. Heck, we even got Jenga in here. I would love to play some Jenga.
Well, you see it now on your screen. Shot clock, 2 minutes. Let's
2
get it
minutes
in.
on the shot clock.
Let's get it in.
We get a super chat in the next 2 minutes, we stay live. Otherwise, we sign off and call it a night. Here's what I'm willing to do. Nicholas says 4 a.m. comes fast, Tyler. I'm packing it in.
Sure does.
It sure does. But I'm willing to keep it going. If we get to $400 in super chats, which we are $45 away, I'm playing Jenga. I want to see how long I can play Jenga. I am down to play some Jenga, but we need $45 in super chats. If we get a super chat of any amount before the shot clock runs out, we keep the show going. We keep rolling. We can do this all night. I don't care. It's up to you guys. It's your show. I tell you guys that all the time, that this is your show. You guys determine how long we do this and how much we keep the show going. It's up to you guys.
Left.
Let's see. A minute to go. A super chat of any amount. We stay live. You could send in $1. You could send in $100. We've inducted a couple members in the Boot Hall of Fame. We could induct some more. $100 gets you a spot. $5 we sing the DK song. $10 we do a beer cheers. There we go. Shot clock resets. Nicholas with a $2 super chat. Nicholas keeps us here longer. So, Nicholas, good job on your part of keeping the show rolling. KK Taylor, we're not done. We're not done. Nicholas sent in a $2 super chat, so we got to keep the show going. 4 a.m. comes fast, Tyler. I'm packing it in. Biggs also sends in a $2 super chat as well. So, Rolly, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. No, I'm just kidding.
Good night, KK.
So, what was I saying? Oh, yes. 4 a.m. comes fast. This is me every day, Rolly. It doesn't matter how early I have to get up. I can't fall asleep till at least midnight or 1 in the morning at the earliest.
So I'm usually that way. I will say whenever I get home, it might be around 12 a.m. by the time I get home and get settled in, but I am going to crash.
I hope I can crash.
Oh, I know I'm going to be able to crash.
But there's no promises. We have to be back here at 9 tomorrow?
Yeah. That's what it is,
So I'm
man.
probably getting up about 8 or 8:15.
That's my day. That's my time every day.
And then going straight to the office. So we'll see there, Nicholas. Thanks for that $2 super chat. Biggs with a $2 super chat checking in. Thank you, Biggs, for that. I didn't see any comment from Biggs, but Biggs.
Oh, David.
David doesn't want to go home. David means with that $15 super chat, we're 25 away from playing Jenga. I want to play some Jenga.
Did you say if we get to 400, we'll play Jenga?
I said if we get to 400, we're playing Jenga.
Interesting. Is it set up?
It's right there.
When did you do that?
I didn't do that. It was set up when I got here.
Oh, I thought it was all over the ground.
I like Jenga. I haven't played Jenga in a long time. Jenga's a great game. I'm very good at Jenga. I don't know if I'm going to play against myself or play against Rolly, whatever it may be. But we're playing some Jenga if we can get to 400 in super chats. We're 25 away. David with a $15 super chat. That means I owe him a shot. Says, did I hear you say the Seahawks released Shelby Harris? If so, why? Thought he did great for the Hawks last year. All right, David. Two things. Let's start out with the why. Okay. The Seahawks' run defense, Shelby Harris involved, was awful. Okay? They were bad. Shelby Harris underperformed. He did not play to the expectation of what his contract was worth. Okay? That's part of it. Now, let's get to the second part of that equation. You brought in Dre'Mont Jones. Dre'Mont Jones replaced him. He is now the guy to be your starting defensive end. So, David, thanks for the $15 super chat. But, Rolly, I think going from Shelby Harris to Dre'Mont Jones, that's a significant upgrade.
Oh, of course it is. Dre'Mont Jones, we talked about how good he is and how much he will improve this Seahawks front seven and defense. Listen, I love this signing. I was a big fan of him coming into this offseason. Well, let's see how much he makes a difference. I think that's where I'm at now. Like, I think he will make quite the difference, but saying it on paper is one thing. We got to see it now.
Yeah, we got to. David, thanks for the $15 super chat. So now we are $25 away from playing Jenga on the show. We got to get to 400 to play some Jenga. I got Jenga ready to go. I got to tell you, I'm elite when it comes to playing Jenga.
You're elite?
I can take down all the bitches playing Jenga.
So how do you know what is elite at Jenga? Like, do you do tournaments? Like, how would you know you're elite?
Let's find out.
Well, they got to get there first. The shot clock is on. We give you 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. Any super chat of any amount, we reset the clock. We stay live. Otherwise, we go home and call it a night. I really want to play Jenga tonight. Folks, don't let me down. $15 from David. We are close. We are 25 away from Jenga. We've done a lot tonight. We wish my mom happy birthday.
It's been a jam-packed hour and 30.
We took down a boot. We inducted 2 different Hall of Fame members.
Are you kidding? Hold on. Ready for this, Tyler?
I'm listening.
The Indianapolis Colts just signed kicker Matt Gay, the one from the Rams, to a 4-year, $22.5 million deal. This is the biggest deal ever for a kicker in free agency over 3 years.
That's ridiculous.
What are we doing at 11:40 Eastern time on
The
Matt
Colts
Gay
are absurd.
for $22 million over 4 years? What is going on as we have a minute left on the shot clock?
Minute left on the shot clock.
We are officially in delirious hours. It's 11:40 on the East Coast, and we're signing kickers for $22 million. What are we doing?
$22 million?
Over 4 years.
And it wasn't like it was Justin Tucker.
Over 4 years. They're paying that dude $5.5 million a year. What are we doing?
What are we doing, America?
40 seconds.
40 seconds on the shot clock. Super chat of any amount, we stay alive. Otherwise, we sign off and we call it a night. We are around 25 away from taking down from playing Jenga on the show. I would love to play some Jenga. We have never played Jenga on Seahawks Today. We can make history. We're coming down to the wire. It's going to be close. 15 seconds to go.
Oh, boy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
We'll let some time go because there's a delay. But people have spoken. They've got an hour and a half of Seahawks analysis.
Well, wait
and
a
fun.
second. We'll see. Jay says now we need Allen from Arizona. He signed elsewhere. That Allen from Arizona. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Board Schuyler just showed up. Board Schuyler, well, you've missed a lot, but we can keep it going. Biggs with another 2. They do just enough to keep us here. Just enough. Board Schuyler, thanks for being here. Just showed up. So far tonight, the Seahawks signed an elite pass rusher. We sang happy birthday to my mom. We inducted 2 members in the Boot Hall of Fame. We took down a boot. And if we get now roughly $22 in Super Chats, then we are going to play Jenga for the first time ever here on Seahawks Today. So, in case you're catching up to speed, that's what we're doing here on the show. So, Board Schuyler, thanks for showing up. There's the free agents that the Seahawks have signed so far. Also, can't forget Jason Myers, the new deal he got as well. 5 free agent signings so far from the Seahawks. 1 from outside the organization, 4 re-signings. Biggs, thanks for the $2 super chat. Thanos Smith, worst draft scenario, favorite wine. Let's start out with the worst draft scenario. Worst draft scenario is if Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, and Tyree Wilson are all not on the board. That's the worst draft scenario. And I would not be happy if the Seahawks ultimately pick Will Levis or Anthony Richardson. That's probably your worst draft scenario. Favorite wine? So when I was a young, I don't want to put it this way, but I think I'm going to put it this way. Drinker? I was a white wine guy. But as I matured and went through my growing years as an adult, I became a red wine guy. I love red wine. I think it's much classier to have red wine. And I had the other night, actually, when I was with my mom for her birthday, I got her this bottle of some very nice red wine that, I got to tell you, wasn't cheap. Wasn't very cheap, but it was very good. I'm a red wine guy. Rolly, are you a red or white wine guy?
Whatever is given in front of me.
That's fine, too. That's the right answer. Thanos Smith, thank you for that. Fort Schuyler with a $5 super chat. Meant to super my last chat. Sorry, been drinking. Hey, we've been having a few, too, as well, Fort Schuyler. $5 super chat. That means we're singing the song. Chomping, chomping, Carol's chomping. Gino passes. No one stopping. DK. Touchdowns all day. He rules. Thank you, Fort Schuyler, for that. With that $5 super chat, that means we are 15 away from playing Jenga. Okay, I want to play Jenga. We have never played Jenga here on Seahawks Today. We can play some Jenga tonight, but we need $15 to get there. KK Taylor, I know you're watching. Ford Schuyler, Mark Sanchez, whoever is watching, who is going to be the one to get the job done? David, $15, we'll play some Jenga here on Seahawks Today. Board Schuyler, thank you for that super chat. Let's show them the super chat menu. In case you're like Board Schuyler and you're just now joining us. Here is what we're offering tonight on the channel this evening. It has been quite the extravaganza, but obviously we're not done just yet. $5, we sing the DK song. $10, we do a beer cheers. $15, we're taking shots. So for $15, we can play Jenga. Oh, Mark!
Marky Mark.
Mark delivers.
Mark has done it.
Mark showed up. I haven't heard from Mark in a minute.
Oh!
KJ! KJ wants to play some Jenga,
so
too.
Mark says, let's play.
Let's
and
play.
then KJ, who is the MVP, I think, of this stream so far.
KJ and Mark say
Says
play some
Jenga.
Jenga.
So
I owe a couple shots.
What we're going to do here is I'm going to update the live poll, and I'm going to ask you guys to vote. Who do you think is going to win Jenga?
Me or Rolly? Now, who gets to go first in this Jenga extravaganza?
Since you were the host of Seahawks Today, I will let you go first.
Okay. So, who do you got, me or Rolly in Jenga?
It's the live poll. Make sure you get the vote in.
Get your votes in. I'm taking more shot. KJ said Jenga. Mark said Jenga. Mark was eating dinner with the fam. No worries, Mark. Mark, what'd you have for dinner? What'd you have for dinner tonight? Oh, we've had a great number. 420 in Super Chats tonight.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very Seattle fashion to get to that number 420 in Super Chats. So,
right. You ready, Tyler?
I am. KK Taylor says Tex. Tex is at home.
Tex will not win.
Tex will not
It is not possible.
Who wins Jenga,
It
Rolly
is 50,
or me?
50 after 24 votes.
50-50. All right.
Tyler is self-proclaimed elite. Just want that out there.
Okay.
So if I beat him, what am I?
All right. So here we go, Rolly.
Will your mic pack extend that far over there?
Let's find out.
If you stay, yeah, it will.
There we go.
Perfect.
I can keep my headset on.
All right, perfect, because we're going to need some type of audio here.
All right. Here
All
we
right,
go,
I'll make
folks.
my way over there.
Time for Jenga. Me versus Rolly. We've reached that point in the evening when we're playing Jenga. We have more drinking games we can do, too, if you guys want. It's become that type of night. We're playing Jenga. We've made $400 and $420 in Super Chats tonight. I'm going to lean down a little bit so folks can see me because I'm pretty tall. Yeah. Vote in the live poll. Me or Rolly, who do you got in Jenga? I'll go first, and then Rolly's going to react after that. We also can still see the comment box. Right now, the votes, we have 30 votes so far. 60% say me, 40% say Rolly.
Y'all hating on me, huh?
Mark had chicken fettuccine with broccoli.
Ooh.
Chef's kiss.
Alright,
All right, here we go.
see what Tyler's got here.
Let me move this out of the way, just so don't have some interference. Let's Jenga.
I think I'm gonna win.
Okay.
I don't think that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, he found it.
Okay.
What I'm not looking forward to here is the cleanup after.
All right, one down. You're up, Rolly. Oh, he found one.
Found one I like here.
Okay. Nice work. All right, so we're off to a good start so far. Let's see what we can do here.
Tony says, I think Tyler practices. He might. He says he's elite.
Oh, there we go.
Interesting call here. He's taking a side piece. Oh.
Everybody's got to have a side piece.
Oh. Move the piece. Intriguing. Intriguing strategy we got here, folks.
Let's see. All right. So far, so good. Neither one of us have knocked it down yet. So we're making progress at this point. Here we go.
Cocky Rolly, what I said.
Cocky Rolly.
What I said.
Let's see. Oh, wait, here we go.
Found another one. Tyler likes the side pieces. I don't know why.
Hey, I love to have a side piece. Okay.
All right.
We're cooking with bacon grease right now. You a bacon guy?
I do like my
Okay. Oh, there we go. He found one.
bold move. Hot, bold move.
Starting to shake a little.
Honestly, I'm scared to place it.
Oh. Okay. Let's see here. What's the chat saying?
Hell yeah, no Martinez. We're here. We're here.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
We're here.
Here we go.
It's wobbling.
It's wobbling. We're shaking that fin.
It's wobbling. I'm nervous about this.
Oh, man.
I don't love
Let's see how this goes.
Oh no. We're good.
Oh.
Quick trigger.
Okay.
Like I said, I hate placing them. That's what I get scared.
Well, that worked.
Yeah.
I would say we're holding our own so far.
It's a good battle. It's a good. Stoney's right though. It's tilting. We're close.
It's tilting a little.
Look at the problem here is I just took one at the bottom and it's not stable. It is not stable at the bottom.
It's emotionally unstable. All right. Here we go.
Now things start to get tough. It's wobbling every move.
Every move.
Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Trying to find a loose one here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's definitely wobbling.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
It's still wobbling pretty bad, guys.
Oh, it's really wobbling.
Let's answer some questions, Watson. Thoughts on Drew Sanders?
What do you think about Drew Sanders, Rolly?
I mean, Harrison thinks he's a Micah Parsons-esque linebacker.
That's a stretch.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, he almost knocked it down.
Guys, that was scary. I don't even want to touch it. I think I'm going to lose it.
There we go. Oh, it's shaking.
Oh my god, it's going to go down. Oh my god. I can't even touch this. This is bullshit.
It stopped.
Barely.
Oh, no.
Oh, guys. This is devastating.
Rolly in shambles.
No, Martinez said I got this in the bag. I'm nervous. I don't quite know how I'm going to get this one done.
What do we think, folks?
There is nowhere to go. It's done. It's literally done.
Come on, Rolly.
Oh, I found one.
Oh, he found one.
Can I get it precisely out?
Oh, it's shaking.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Tyler, if I
Don't be like Gonzaga in the NCAA tournament.
Tyler, if this doesn't crash on mine, I have no clue what you're gonna do.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We are so tough.
Is this your Adam Morrison moment?
I'm performing surgery.
Oh, almost got there. Will he survive? Stop shaking! And we live to see another day.
Guys, I don't know what Tyler's gonna do here.
This is incredible.
I have no clue.
This-
No, that one is for you.
This is incredible.
I have no clue what Tyler's gonna do here.
Let's see. Mark sends in a $15 super chat. What's Mark say?
We'll get to that. He says, "What are the odds Darius Slay becomes a Seahawk?" Tequila shot. We don't have any tequila on hand.
We can get some tequila though. Let's see. Oh, this thing's shaking like crazy.
Yeah, I have no clue what you're gonna do here.
Oh my gosh.
He's cooked. Fellas, he's cooked.
This isn't good.
Tyler's done. I think he's done here, guys. I don't know where he's gonna go. What is he gonna do here? Whoa.
Oh! Live to see another day.
I'm cooked.
How was that?
There is nowhere I can go. Actually, this fellow might be loose right here.
Let's see.
Yeah, what's the rule? I think it's 3 from the top.
Yeah. Oh, it's leaning. It's leaning. Nice save. Now pressure's back on me.
No Rohawk, no rip for me. I live to fight another day.
Okay. Let's see here. Nope, not that one. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, not that one. Not that one.
Wobbling.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what he's gonna do, folks.
Oh, wait.
No way. No way. That
Yes.
can't stand. That can't stand.
Oh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's barely hanging on right now.
Can you believe what you're witnessing?
I found one. The problem is, am I gonna get it out?
Bonk.
You bonk.
Oh. Did he get that?
Oh, that scared me. Oh, I'm so scared.
Let's see.
I'm so scared. Surgery time. Surgery
Oh.
time. Surgery completed.
No way. No way.
Oh! Hang on!
Hang on.
Okay.
I think you're in the clear.
I gotta fix this though.
Oh! Oh! Rolly goes down! Rolly goes down! No! Oh! Oh, mama! Rolly! Like Adam Morrison in the NCAA tournament. Chokes
I didn't
in the
have-
big moment.
I was being a good sport and fixing my top one. I didn't have to. I lost on being nice.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, oh no. Oh no.
I'm sorry everyone I let down. All 40% of you guys have voted for me. I shouldn't have I shouldn't have fixed my own mistake. I should have left it, but I'm too good of a sport. What can I say?
That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Electric viewing here on Seahawks Today. I can't believe it, folks. I told you. I came in with some confidence. Not going to lie. I did come in with some confidence. But Rolly was a worthy opponent, and he fought to the very end, and ultimately I got the job done. But a very close battle between me and Rolly here down at the very end. Rolly, let me answer this super chat. What are the odds Darius Slay becomes a Hawk? Tequila shot. Mark, I guess we don't have any tequila on us right now, but I got Fireball. I can pretend it's tequila. I'll drink this down. What are the odds Darius Slay becomes a Hawk? I'll say this, Rolly, as far as Darius Slay goes. I don't think the Seahawks probably have the money for Darius Slay now that they've paid our guy Dre'Mont Jones here.
First of all, I'm still devastated. I'm sorry for
As you
everyone I
should
let
be.
down in the chat. Randy, I'm sorry. I'll be better. KK, sorry, Rolly. Thank you. Listen, I placed my one up top. Just gonna give you guys a full rundown of what just happened before I answer this question. I placed it. I didn't think it met the satisfaction of the Jenga committee. It has to be fully on and straight. There was a little bit of the tile leaning over the edge. I wouldn't have felt right winning that way. So I picked it up, or I didn't even pick it up. I just tapped it a little bit forward there, and it fell. The momentum was leaning right, so I thought pushing it left really wouldn't change anything. I thought wrong. I can't even look at you guys. I can't even look at the camera. I'm so devastated right now.
This is the worst moment of Rolly's life right now. Losing in Jenga.
I really thought I felt good. Tyler, the proclaimed elite Jenga player. I really wanted to put myself on the map with a win.
Cam says Tyler the Hawk Mamba beats Rolly the Jenga stopper. KK Taylor's asking about the Jenga committee.
I'll tell
Probably
you,
better than the NCAA selection committee.
I'll tell you guys this. I don't know who's producing Seahawks Live on Wednesday. But that free agency special, if the Jenga is still set up somewhere, I will be challenging Tyler to a rematch.
You're ready for a rematch.
I don't like the way I just lost. I felt like I should have won. I didn't. Simple, I didn't win. I thought I should have.
Rolly wants a rematch.
It doesn't have to be tonight. I just thought I played well. I think I need to collect my thoughts, realize what I did wrong, watch the tape, and come back stronger potentially on Wednesday.
Okay, here's an offer for you, folks. Rolly wants a rematch. If we get to 500 in Super Chats, we can do another rematch tonight, or we can wait till our big free agency special on Wednesday. But we can really see. We can make this a series. We can make this a battle of modern-day gladiators. Rolly can go first this next time, and then we can see if there's an advantage of some sort to going first as a second.
Stoney's right. If I would have won, I could have been something. I could have been someone of importance. And that was my chance to shine, and I let it down.
Instead, you're just a guy from Rochester.
It just sucks that it's not on a technicality that I lost, but it felt that way. I felt like I was playing a clean game.
Okay, so if you want to give Rolly a second shot, want to give him a chance, let's get to 500 in Super Chats. We are less than $65 away from another rematch in Jenga between Rolly and I here on the show. Thank you, Mark, for that Super Chat. Let's show him the Super Chat menu. We'll reset the shot clock as well and get the shot clock going. Here's what we're offering tonight. $5 equals the DK song. $10 in beer cheers. $5 we're taking shots. $25 we'll do a beer chug. And every $300 we take a boot. We're about 175 away. Actually, I take that 165 away from another boot. $100 you get a spot in the Boot Hall of Fame. But we are about 65 away from a rematch in Jenga. Shot clock is on. We get a Super Chat of any amount. We keep the show going. We keep having a good time. We enjoy ourselves. But we'll see.
I'm sorry you bet your house on me. That's devastating to know
Yikes.
that I let myself down, but
You
you're
cost
homeless.
somebody their house.
He's not homeless. I don't know what you can possibly bet in our rematch on Wednesday, but if you bet whatever you own, whether it be a car, if you have a second house, bet it on me, because I'm watching the tape and I'll be practicing.
KK Taylor says you
I'll
could
be
have won if you did your high knees.
I did his high knees. What high knees?
The workout.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You never did high knees, like in football practice,
Stoney says next time, Rolly, I'm behind you, mate. Appreciate that. I'm watching tape tomorrow. I'm going to be practicing for when I get home from work tomorrow. Instead of watching the first 4 college basketball games, I'll be watching tape on how to play Jenga. So just know I'm coming. Just know I'm coming back strong on Wednesday, Tyler. Just know I'm coming back.
You're ready for the rematch.
Just know I'm coming
We
back.
can do the rematch tonight if we get the $65 in Super Chat.
I don't know if I'm ready for a rematch. I'm too mentally devastated from what just occurred.
Or we can wait till Wednesday. It's up to you guys. Game 2, the series.
We have a minute left in the shot clock.
If we get a Super Chat of any amount, we stay alive. Otherwise, we sign off and we call it a night here. But we have had ourselves quite the night. Dre'Mont Jones signing with the Seahawks. Rolly, what a great addition for the Seahawks. I'll be honest. Everybody was joking all day about how the Seahawks typically don't make moves the first week of free agency. I was in my car. I was on my way home. I was about to pull into my apartment. And the Seahawks said, we're not going home yet. We're getting Dre'Mont Jones, baby.
20 seconds left on the shot.
Heck of a move by the Seahawks. I'm happy for the Seahawks that they got this move. 15 seconds, so we get a Super Chat of any amount, we stay alive. If we get $65, we will do a Jenga rematch tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to wait till Wednesday. Up to you guys. Clock is running out.
Clock has hit 0.
We'll wait a minute and let YouTube do its thing.
It's almost been 2 hours. We're 3 minutes away from being live 2 hours. $435 in supers. You guys are outstanding. We appreciate y'all checking in. If we call it a night, we call it a night. We know it's late on the East Coast, late on the West Coast, late Central Time.
Right.
We appreciate y'all coming in, checking out our party, our analysis of Dre'Mont Jones, and we'll continue to pump out Seahawks content for you guys.
Stoney says Rock and Rolly. Have you gotten that before? Rock and Rolly. That sounds like the future name of your podcast.
That would be a great podcast name. I appreciate that. I'll give you 0.05%. Oh, as David keeps it going with a $2 super chat.
Okay, David. Go Stoney. Stony Brook? Or Stony Rolly? I don't know. Are you talking about Stony Brook there? Rolly, while we have people here, since I would guess this is about Stony Brook then, tell the folks that are watching about March Madness. What are your expectations for the NCAA tournament beginning tomorrow?
Well, I expect the 1 seeds, besides Purdue, to play well early. I mean, Alabama got a really good draw. I think they'll cakewalk to the Elite Eight. If Marcus Sasser's healthy for Houston, they will also cakewalk to the Elite Eight. Kansas, your Jayhawks,
yes,
have a tough matchup in the second round. Either the winner of Illinois, Arkansas. I still pick Kansas, but I think that will be a test for them because they're both talented teams who've kind of underperformed. Hey, if you catch them on the wrong night, they could easily take you down no matter who you are. And then if they in the Sweet 16, if they play UConn, I'm sorry, I'm picking the Huskies. I know.
Wow.
I know Jones disagrees with me, but I'm all in on the Huskies. So
for me with Kansas, it's all about Kevin McCullough if and when he makes a return. If McCullough comes back, I think Kansas can go all the way and get to the national championship.
40 on the shot clock. KJ's saying Kansas is a first-round exit.
KJ, how dare you?
I don't think that's going to happen.
KJ, I agree that Alabama is going to go all the way. And win
I
the
actually
national
have
championship.
I have picked Alabama to win it all in my preliminary bracket.
We are Brandon Miller fans. We are the co-presidents of the Brandon Miller fan club.
Been on Brandon Miller's train before the season, so unfortunate the incident that occurred. But
Innocent till proven guilty.
that's true. As our shot clock is hitting 0 once again, we'll wait 10, 15, 20 seconds.
Let's see. But yes, both of us are very high on the Crimson Tide. Alabama to win the national title. I got Alabama versus Kansas in the championship game. I'm picking against my own Jayhawks. I got Alabama beating Kansas for the Natty. And one more thing on Alabama, by the way, Rolly. Isn't it just frustrating that they're so good in football, and now they're dominating basketball too?
I don't really care. I'm not the biggest,
You're not a big college
hate
football
on
guy.
Alabama, so I just watch college basketball. So, Martinez, I don't know how I could have cheated in Jenga, but I'll
don't
look
know
it
how
up.
you
I'll be
cheat
part of my research tomorrow night.
How to cheat in Jenga.
But I think it's time. Shot clock's over. It's
Well,
been
you
a
got to
little
sign
bit.
off, guys. Sub links in the chat. If you haven't subbed already, you need
Appreciate
to.
all you guys tuning in.
Got to sign off. Have a great night, everybody.